Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you be? Could you please? Be my neighbor. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the Don't. All right, man, look. Where are we? Where you at? I don't see nan one of you. I thought somebody was in there. Oh, there you are, Jay Cooley. Whoops. All right, man, look. I know I just sprung up on you. Oh, my God. Come on in. The water's fine. Look at the lens. Hold on. Let me get the camera ready. Dead. Wait a minute. Shoot. Let me get this together now. Ah. There you are. What's going on, my people? Anthony Curry, what's up with you? My birthday's today, by the way. Happy birthday. What's that, Quiet YT? Happy birthday to you. Hit the like button. Jeffrey Sharp, what's going on with you? Anytime. Salute to you. Oh, man, we got to talk. The Prince, what's going on with you? Everybody give my man a happy birthday. A happy birthday. You're alive, baby boy. You're alive. What else we got? Ray Torres, what's going on with you? Showbox, what's up? What's up, Justin Brooks? What's up with you? It's your boy, DJ. Shout out to you. You know what? Let's start the fire. Let's see. Yeah, boy. Oh, this thing, that's how you, there you go. I think I have it backwards. All right, that'll work. It'll start slow, but it'll start. Make sure I don't set my house on fire. All right, man, look. Oh, you got Wilder. Man, Thanos. You know, this is one of those things, man. This is one of those things. I mean, this is how I want to start the live stream. I remember the first fight. I remember it extremely well. I remember when it was announced. You want to know why? Because I just started my channel. When Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, when that was being mentioned that may happen, Tyson Fury just had his first fight back from his layoff. And he was going to have another fight before Wilder. And I remember saying, if those two guys fight, I have no idea who will win that fight. It was the boxer against the puncher. And I felt as long as Tyson Fury was on his feet, he was going to be whooping Wilder's ass. And that's how I felt the first fight. I mean, I just knew Tyson Fury was a better fighter. But Deontay Wilder, he had a puncher's chance that was extremely significant. And that's how the first fight went. But this time, I seem a little bit more clear on the outcome. For some reason, I predict Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder to win by knockout mid to early rounds. And I don't know what makes me, well, I do know what makes me so much more clear than I was the first time. But I like to leave this up for discussion. Maybe you guys can change my mind. Maybe you guys can see something that I haven't seen yet. But I have my reasons. So let's discuss it. You agree? Yeah. And the thing is this. Quick point that we may want to discuss. It looks like Canelo Alvarez and Billy Joe Saunders for May 2nd in Vegas. That looks like that may be the thing. And we can talk about that for a little while. But let's talk about the Bronze Bomber first. At the 8 mark, Wilder has a God-given gift. Fury has skills. Facts. Wilder can't fight on his back foot. Can't fight on his back foot. Well, here's the thing. Why do you say that? He made the changes in the Ortiz fight. Exactly. Let's see. Love from Alabama. Love your platform. WDE. Much love to you. Exclamation, exclamation. I love that. Fury's going to sleep. So, how many of you feel that Deontay Wilder can't fight off his back foot? I mean, I think it will behoove Tyson Fury to put Deontay Wilder on his back foot. But how many of you feel that way? You disagree. Me, Jim Brown. John, you disagree. Jim Brown, I agree. I think he has trouble on his back foot. Let's see. He can. I feel that way. Doesn't mean he can't. Very intelligent. Very intelligent. I agree. Spilka had him on his back foot. Spilka was a different type of fighter, right? And that was Deontay Wilder 1.0. Don't forget, Deontay Wilder, his technique stinks up until Ortiz, right? No, actually up until Brazil. So that was Deontay Wilder 1.0. There wasn't too much he could do, let alone fight off his back foot. Hell, he couldn't throw a combination to save his life. Two Fly, what's going on with you? Wilder has become a better fighter. Don't forget that. I'm not forgetting that. I've said that constantly. I said that over and over again. Deontay Wilder is improving, and I'm not sure why people don't mention that. I mean, the guy is absolutely improving. The thing is, it doesn't take much to improve from where he was. Yeah, Wilder 2.0 is a little bit more ready. Fury needs to keep him moving so he can't sit on a punch. Well, I like that, actually. Hold on, let me fix this. I actually like that. It all depends on what you mean by movement. I'm here to argue, I can argue that Deontay Wilder moves extremely agile. But what you mean is being out of position to not be able to land that right hand. That's what you mean, to not get full leverage on your right hand, which is why many people are saying, well, have him fight on his back foot. Here's my thing. Fight on his back foot isn't really the big thing for me because I think Tyson Fury, he doesn't have that type of body. He's not a big baby Miller. He's not a Spilka. He's not one of those guys, a squattier slugger like that. Put him on his back foot. Not to put the pressure on him. I want him just to keep gloves in his face. As long as he keeps gloves in his face, then he can't throw that right hand, right? So, and I meant to mention that before and why I think Muhammad Ali will whoop his ass. But I think that's what people mean when they say keep him on his back foot. Keep him moving. What you guys are really saying, don't allow him to sit down, 1-2 you, and throw that right hand. And that's the thing, when I was saying from the very beginning, Tyson Fury fighting defensively may not be in his best interest this time. I think Deontay Wilder, I think he's a learning machine. And I think that he got that data, and I think he put it in his database. Now, if he were to take that technique into this fight, it most definitely allows Deontay Wilder to plant his feet and to put some mustard on his right hand. This time knowing when he throws his right hand after the jab. So listen to this. Deontay Wilder loves the 1-2. And when he threw that jab out, that gave Tyson Fury, okay, here comes the right hand, right? I mean, it was sent a signal to Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury ducked it every time. I think Deontay Wilder, Mark Breland rather, I think he understands that. And I think he knows you throw that jab out there, you can throw that right hand lower. Or you can fake the jab, make him duck his head, then throw the right hand. You can throw a right hand lead without throwing the jab. So I think it's in Tyson Fury's best interest to not be so defensive first, because it allows Deontay Wilder to employ all those things. He has to be one step ahead of Deontay Wilder, meaning he has to be offensive. So I think all of you are making a very solid point when you said have him fight on his back foot. Have him move around and not be able to plant his feet and throw that right hand with funk on it. I think all those things, I think it means the same thing. As long as Deontay Wilder isn't comfortable sitting down on that right hand, Tyson Fury gives himself the best chance. Keep out of striking range. He strikes like a cobra. Well, but I think what others are saying is above is to keep Deontay Wilder from preparing to strike. If you keep him off balance, if you have him strike while he's off balance, he's not going to be that effective. It's don't let him be able to plant his feet and strike to begin with. Footwork, yeah, definitely. Do you think this fight will break pay-per-view numbers? Do I think it'll do better than, let's say, Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao? No. Angles, angles, angles. That'll work. Angle, but not angles alone. Barter Bates said no. Shout out to Barter Bates, who's in the house. Yeah, I don't think when on this level, I don't think you can do one thing. Even when I say keep gloves in Deontay Wilder's face, keep pressuring Deontay Wilder, I don't mean blindly go forward and slug with him either. You still got a box. Just keep a jab, keep a glove in his face, and start throwing your right hand in between his shots. Deontay Wilder tends to throw his punches a little wide when he gets excited. So throw yours a little bit early. Maybe you can wobble Deontay Wilder. If you give Deontay Wilder some hard shots to think about, he'll be more reluctant, you would think, to throw that right hand with funk on it. The thing about Deontay Wilder is he has a lot of heart. The animal comes out. The beast comes out of him. Now, and that's one thing that I'm not sure people give him credit for. He turns into a beast at points, okay? You saw him do that against Deverne. You see him do that almost every fight. You saw him do that against Ortiz, the first one and the second fight. He turns into a beast and you know it's on. So I think Tyson Fury is going to have to fight in levels. I think he's going to have to be aggressive. He has to box. He has to be slick, technically sound, keep Deontay Wilder off balance. And then when Deontay Wilder, when the fangs come out, when his ears start to get pointy, when the wings sprout from his back and he becomes this beast, this breathing dragon, then Tyson Fury has to do something else. So I think he has to fight in levels. He can actually pull this fight out. Tyson Fury has one hell of a chance to win. How would playing Possum work for Fury? I think it'll work quite well because Deontay Wilder tends to wail and flail when he thinks he has you hurt. He overdoes it. That's why I thought Andy Ruiz against Wilder would be a decent fight because of that. If Deontay Wilder think he has Ortiz hurt with his fast hands, he could catch Deontay Wilder in the exchange. Keep Wilder away and make him anxious to knock out Tyson to get him sloppy. Good points. Good points. Super chat, Justin Brooks. Wilder disguises the vibranium right hand now, bro. Yeah, well, you know, he has that little piece of metal due to a fractured hand. So many people bring that up. You say, hey, man, you know, you got a guy with a powerful right hand. You throw a little bit of metal in it. Just that little bit more weight makes him the greatest puncher of all time. I get that. Super chat, Count Drago. Fury, 10-round KO. Holds and inside fights tires Wilder. I'm not sure if he employs that technique, but that'll be a good tech. That'll be a decent technique. That's how he throws when he's backing up. I don't know if that's how he throws now. Like I said, okay, so let's talk about Deontay Wilder. Many people are bringing up what Tyson Fury needs to do to beat Deontay Wilder, which makes me think Tyson Fury is the underdog. Rican speaking, how are you liking the undercard for Wilder to Fury 2? What's all on the undercard? Let me think again. Abduka Karov, is he still fighting on the undercard? Who's all on the undercard? I forgot. Lipinets, right? Is terrible. Yeah, I think it wasn't a good undercard. Big Baby Miller. Oh, the Martin against Washington fight. I think that's on there. Charles Martin and Washington. Bro, I'm saying the delivery of the right is better. Yeah, the delivery of the right is far greater. And here's the thing, with so many people bringing up what Tyson Fury needs to do to win, what Tyson Fury needs to do to win. Let's talk about Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. What does he have to do to win? I think Deontay Wilder, it would behoove him every so often to throw the right hand first without the left. Like I said, he throws that left, it makes Tyson Fury duck the right hand. He throw the left, and then he ducks the right hand. Well, maybe you don't give him that. Maybe you fake the left, make him, then he ducks, and then you throw the right hand. How about throwing the jab out there, then leaving that out there so Tyson Fury can duck, stay down there for an uppercut? I think an uppercut will work very well for Deontay Wilder. What's wrong with that? How about just stepping forward on Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, he doesn't hold much. That's not really a part of his game. Tyson Fury loves to be slick. And if you're throwing punches, he doesn't really throw punches back that much. It's kind of like he may throw a punch in exchange, maybe, but that's after he falls in love with his defense. Maybe it behooves Deontay Wilder to step forward and throw some combinations that's not well in combinations, but accurate combinations. Bam, 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 bam. Kind of like how he did in the 9th round when he just walked into Tyson Fury and dropped him. If he does more of that, if he implements more of that, it can be an easy night for Wilder. Super chat. ShowBizz the GOAT. Greg Arrow, thank you so much for the super chat. Very simple combos. The best boxing channel, hands down. SG, thank you so much. Griggs, what's up, ShowBizz? I need that glove, please. I'm telling you, man. Hey, and don't forget, that won't be the only prize ever. But I know many of you love that glove. And look, I'm happy you guys like it. I thought that would be a great thing for going live and to have people excited. And, you know, like I said, my giveaways, I don't want just, I don't want you guys subscribing just because, like I said, you will receive not just boxing conversation or you know, anything, you know, unbiased or whatever type of boxing talk and fun times and laughs, but maybe you can have things that you can remember and say, hey, look, I was a part of this community. So the giveaways being significant is very important to me. And I thank you guys for actually building this channel so quickly. This channel grew so fast. So I want to thank you guys for that. Did I get a super chat? You think Fury gonna slip and dodge like last time? If so, it's a quick night, right? Think about this. Deontay, spinal involvement. Deontay Wilder has been very quiet. ShowBizz the Kid mentioned that we were driving around, and ShowBizz the Kid said, you know, I always saw Deontay Wilder as somebody with a big mouth, kind of like Floyd Mayweather. ShowBizz the Kid, he's only 13 years old, and he's like, I'm not hearing his big mouth. And he said, that means he's focused, right? Right, Dad? That means he's focused. Now, I said that before, and I'm like, what? I mean, that's a huge uh-oh. When you're not hearing this guy talk, plus he didn't get that much time to prepare for this fight. What, 2 months? And I think Deontay Wilder deserves more credit, really, for you know, having a quick turnaround, for taking on Ortiz. Everybody complained about that, but took on Tyson Fury quickly and didn't give people too much time to even complain about it. It was, boom, Ortiz. Hey, whoa, why you fight Ortiz? Well, Tyson Fury 2 months later. So I like the fact that Deontay Wilder knew that fighting Ortiz, people may rub people the wrong way. I think he used that as some kind of I don't know, sparring session, right? Some kind of sparring session in front of everybody, because Ortiz is a slick fighter. I think he was using Ortiz to actually prepare for Tyson Fury. So he fought Ortiz. People complained, but 2 months later, fought the #1 ranked heavyweight in the world. You got to give Deontay Wilder a lot of love for that. And I think people are a little bit too hard on the guy. He definitely fighting the #1 guy in the world. And don't forget, he wanted this fight earlier. He didn't want Ortiz first. He wanted to fight earlier, and then it was Tyson Fury who delayed it by signing with Bob Arum and having that fight, that deal. And it was Tyson Fury who actually had the Tom Schwartz fight and the Otto Wallin. So while he was doing that, Deontay Wilder didn't twiddle his thumbs, and he decided, you know, have his mandatory with Brazil and then go on and take on Ortiz. In the meantime, he ducked that AJ deal. Oops. Fury went WWE. He did that too. No knockdown, no win for Wilder. Well, he knocked down Tyson Fury twice and still didn't win. He has to KO. ShowBizz, you should make a video going into detail about past, present fighters not being much different in skills. Did you watch my channel? Hey, show business partners, listen to this. ShowBizz, you should make a video going into detail about past, present fighters not being much different. Looking at Ryan Garcia's left hook does look similar to Robinson's great work, by the way. Thank you so much. How many of you seen many of my videos? Yeah, he's new. Rican speaking. Thanks for the super chat. Wilder didn't need that much time to prepare because he knocked Brazil out in 1 round and he barely got touched. The only thing he need to be concerned with is if Wilder overtrained. He doesn't need much time to prepare. When you're fighting for the biggest fight of your life, I think as much preparation as possible is necessary. So yeah, but I think Ortiz was a part of his preparation. So I think he needed a lot, all this time I think he needed to be busy, have all these fights. He needed more and more ring time just so he can say, look, what I did the first time didn't work. I have to employ something else, something that is more patient, but get Tyson Fury out sooner. I think he learned a lot by Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury schooled him. I would say that forever. Tyson Fury gave him a boxing lesson. I think it upped his IQ. You know, iron sharpens iron. I think this Deontay Wilder 2.0 is a bad boy. Super chat. June, thank you so much. Craig Earl. Does Wilder Fury 1 resemble Ali Frazier 1? Not at all. Not at all. Wait, in what way? Not at all. I don't, not at all, bro. You're talking about one of the greatest fights of all time, if not the greatest fight of all time. Not at all. Fury is sloppy. His punches come out sloppy. His technique, not so much, but his punches kind of come out sloppy, if that's what you're talking about. He's very awkward with his combinations. Teddy Atlas suggests that Wilder jab at Fury's chest. He feints the jab followed by the uppercut. Thanks for telling me that. If Teddy Atlas said that, that sounds clear to me. And he's one of those guys that you got to listen to before more than you critique. The guy been in the game forever, so sounds like some good logic to me. Is this LDBC turf? No. And please, they don't rule YouTube boxing. This is ShowBizz, the adult community. You know, ShowBizz, the adult. We got our own community. Please, no more acronyms. Other channels and stuff like that in my chat. Let's just keep it you and me, you know, where there's no groups in here. All right, so who you got? Ryan Garcia or Tank is J Money. J Money. For a while now, I've had Ryan Garcia. Roy 1583, Quick Pick Biz, Caleb versus Benavidez, and Billy Joe Saunders versus Canelo. I think Canelo knocks out Billy Joe Saunders. As far as Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez, that's a tough fight. And I think that's a tall order for Caleb Plant, actually. I think David Benavidez, you know, which with all of the love and respect I have for Caleb Plant, I think that's, when you say styles make fights, I think Caleb Plant thinks it'll be an easier fight for him when actually it may be a tougher fight for him. Tougher than maybe even Canelo. I just think the style-wise, that's a very brutal fight. And I'm not sure if Caleb Plant, I haven't seen anything yet of him that makes me think he'll beat David Benavidez. But not to say that David Benavidez is greater than Caleb Plant either. But I'm just saying stylistically, that's a tall order. The guy with the long arms, good power punches. He can walk through you kind of like a Jared Hurd, but he can also, he's just very busy with his hands. He's slicker than you think. What he was doing with Darrell, showing all those wrinkles, the guy is fantastic. That'll be a hard fight for Caleb Plant. Canelo all day. Yeah. ShowBizz, what are your thoughts on Garcia Linares? I think that's a fantastic fight. The only thing that confuses me, and like I said, we'll see a lot from out of that fight to see if Ryan Garcia is really the truth or not. I think he is. But the thing about Ryan Garcia, in my opinion, is Ryan Garcia tends to perform better the higher or greater his challenges are. That's the thing that is sticking out to me for Duno. I mean, when he increased his opposition, he is actually performing better. And some fighters are that much better as a pro than they are as an amateur. Think of Iron Mike Tyson, right? Didn't even make the Olympics. But as a pro, he was so much better. And he was a good amateur, but so much better pro than he was amateur. I think Ryan Garcia, he got that type of style. Ryan Garcia against Linares, I favor Ryan Garcia. I think it's his time now. But what confused me is after Linares, he said he'd take on Luke Campbell. My problem with that is Luke Campbell has Fortuna. Fine. But from my understanding, the WBC will have Devin Haney as the mandatory for the winner between Luke Campbell and Fortuna. So when he said Linares, then Luke Campbell, then Tank Davis, and then Devin Haney, well, Devin Haney may get to Luke Campbell first. I'm not sure if Luke Campbell would be available. It may be Linares, then Tank Davis, and then the winner between Luke Campbell and Devin Haney. What do you think about Roy versus Canelo? Roy destroys Canelo, man. I've said that many times. He's young but learning quickly. Absolutely. Does Wilder have to get the Fury early to secure a win? No. You've seen Wilder start extremely late against Ortiz. Actually, with the type of power he has, he actually started late against Fury the first time. The type of power he has, if he touched you clean enough, you're going to sleep. He doesn't have to start early. He can start late. He can start in the middle. It doesn't matter as long as he's a sniper. So if he lands that right hand, good night. Hey, ShowBizz. And don't forget, that scar tissue over Fury's eye. Also, we don't know what happened after the first that last knockdown in the 12th round with Deontay Wilder. We don't know if he could take a shot like that again. It's one of those things. I think any Tyson Fury fan would be holding his breath every time Deontay Wilder throws a right hand. Wilder has power in both hands according to his opponents. Yeah, and he's been working on that left hook. It was the right hand that started Tyson Fury. It was the left hook that put him away. J-Body, not put him away permanently because Tyson Fury, he heard Mickey. If Haney has to fight Ryan, he got to move his head just a little better. Side note, Ruiz versus Ortiz. Oops. Now, if Haney has to fight Ryan, he got to move his head. Who has to move his head better? I'm assuming you're saying that Ryan Garcia has to move his head better because Haney, he's almost a complete fighter. Ryan Garcia keeps his head high. Keep your head high. And Devin Haney took advantage of that a few times in amateurs, throwing it overhand right, and he was landing at a point of a very high percentage because Ryan Garcia keeps his head high. He doesn't really move it side to side. With that said, you're right. I think against Devin Haney, they've brushed up against each other enough times to where I think Ryan Garcia knows what he has to do going into that fight. So does Devin Haney. That would be an excellent fight. But Ryan Garcia needs a Linares, and here's the thing on the low. Devin Haney, he needs a Luke Campbell. Both of them, they both need a little bit more experience, even when fighting each other to secure that win. Yo, ShowBizz, Ike Williams versus Sweet Pea. Yes, Night Fury. Appreciate your analysis, ShowBizz. Thank you so much. Hey, ShowBizz, Bud Duck Garcia because lowball Garcia willing to pay $3 million to $4 million, but pay Khan $7 million. That's how you feel? It gets funny. It gets funny. Okay. Let's do it this way. Thoughts on possible Haney versus Mikey Garcia? Love it. Yeah. Mikey Garcia said that he is not really thinking of a Devin Haney fight. The possibilities of that I think is low. But Devin Haney said that his father mentioned Devin Haney going up to 140. Mikey Garcia, he wasn't really thinking about Devin Haney, but now they're putting that in his head. But I'm not sure what Mikey Garcia is really trying to do. When Mikey Garcia is a superstar, fantastic fighter. Mikey Garcia, he definitely, if he were to fight Devin Haney right now, I would put my money on Mikey Garcia. I'd be more of an experienced fighter, bigger guy. I'm not even sure if he's naturally bigger, but he's been fighting at the heavier weight classes than Devin Haney. Not that often, though. Not that many times. But still, I think I would put my money on Mikey Garcia, but I'm not sure how much Mikey Garcia believes in himself. When you see Mikey Garcia now, after the Errol Spence fight, when he had a chance to fight Danny Garcia, he didn't. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with Mikey Garcia upstairs, but maybe he just needed a long break. Maybe he needed to take his time. Now he's ready to get back in there, about to fight Jesse Vargas in a card that is so fantastic, that leap year day card at February 29th on DAZN. That's going to be a fantastic card. Mikey Garcia is a part of that as the main event, I believe. So Mikey Garcia against Devin Haney, I would lean more towards Mikey Garcia. I think that's an excellent fight, fantastic fight, very exciting fight. If I were to put my money on that, I'd put on Mikey Garcia. Anthony Curry, Emmanuel Navarre. Oh, yeah, it would show out on it. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I haven't seen my man enough. Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. I did have something for you guys. Oh, Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders. Man, this thing is getting hot now. Yeah, Navarrete. Yeah, that's right. Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders. Here's the thing about that, okay? Billy Joe Saunders. Let's talk about this for a quick second. Billy Joe Saunders, he's been calling out Canelo Alvarez for a long time. And now that this fight looks like it's close to happening, I don't want people to turn their backs on it. Because there was a time when there was a lot of hype. Billy Joe Saunders beat Lemieux, all those things. And people were ready for Billy Joe Saunders against Canelo Alvarez. Billy Joe Saunders was going to fight Andre. That fell through because Billy Joe Saunders, he failed the drug test and stuff like that. He popped dirty. But what he popped dirty for, people are like, man, they should have been more lenient. With that said, though, Billy Joe Saunders against Canelo Alvarez, you're going to favor Canelo Alvarez. The problem here with that fight is this. Going into the fight, there's not too much anxiety. Why? You kind of have a feeling that Billy Joe Saunders will have to knock out Canelo Alvarez to win. He's fighting at home. Many people feel with Canelo Alvarez fighting at home, it's almost impossible to beat him unless you knock him out. And that's a tall order because Canelo Alvarez, one hell of a fighter. Canelo Alvarez is actually too much for Billy Joe Saunders. But, like you said, Billy Joe Saunders has no chance. Even if Billy Joe Saunders outboxes Canelo Alvarez, you kind of feel the undertone, the bad taste. You're feeling in the back of your mind, subconsciously, unconsciously, consciously, whatever you want to call it. all of the consciousnesses, Canelo Alvarez, if it goes 12, he gets the nod. So that's the bad taste when it comes to this fight. You kind of don't feel that Billy Joe Saunders is not much of a threat. You kind of wanted that. And I'm not sure. I know DAZN paid Canelo Alvarez a huge contract. So they want every fight to be a big one. I'm not sure if this fight is that. Nah, ShowBizz, Billy Joe Saunders does have a chance, bro. Everyone does. Yeah, everyone has a chance. Absolutely. What do you want me to say about that? Do you want me to say that, hey, be nervous for Canelo Alvarez, Billy Joe Saunders can beat Canelo Alvarez, or do you say the probability of Billy Joe Saunders winning is pretty low, so you're pretty much going to say Billy Joe Saunders has little to no chance of beating Canelo Alvarez? You can't say anyone has a 0 chance, but going into it, I'm not sure if there's a lot of anxiety from Canelo Alvarez fans. I think people are going to see that more of a showcase than anything. Billy Joe Saunders, I'm not sure if he has the power to knock out Canelo Alvarez. Kovalev didn't. Triple G didn't. And Triple G fought him twice. If Triple G doesn't have the power to knock out Canelo Alvarez, I'm not sure Billy Joe Saunders does. With that said, then if Billy Joe Saunders wins, he's not going to win by KO. It's going to go 12. And at home in Vegas, Canelo Alvarez home down. Do you really think they'd give the fight to Billy Joe Saunders? Do you really think so? Not sure. Plus, Canelo Alvarez will put up a fight no matter what. So, it's little to no chance. Wilder hit like Thor. Have you seen AJ's latest training video? No, I didn't. Thanos. Hey, ShowBizz, why do you think Callum Smith turned down Canelo fight, reports say? Callum Smith and Billy Joe Saunders, they both felt lowballed, okay? And that's the thing. When it comes to fighting Canelo Alvarez, they know how much money he generates, so everybody wants to get paid. When they see how much is being offered, because everybody want to fight Canelo, and they're like, look, man, this is our dream fight. This is going to be my big money fight. Then when they see how much is offered, they're like, man, forget that. I'm taking a huge risk against Canelo Alvarez, and I'm not able to retire after this fight. I think that's the deal. Callum Smith feels that the offer was too low. He was expecting a higher offer, so he's not going to take Canelo Alvarez. I think that's a huge mistake. Unless he feels, look, I don't have a chance anyway, so I want to have a bigger payout. I might as well take on another guy, keep winning, and keep moving forward that way, and then fight Canelo Alvarez down the line. I think it wasn't a good look for Callum Smith, because once he flat out turned down the offer, then that kind of leaves very little room for him to ask for Canelo Alvarez in the future. Why? Because Canelo Alvarez has the franchise title, meaning that Canelo Alvarez can fight anybody, anywhere. He's the champion. So he can, if Callum Smith is there and it looks like a guy that can't be avoided at super middleweight, they can turn their back and freeze out Callum Smith, because Callum Smith turned down their offer. Oscar De La Hoya seems like someone who holds grudges. Think about the Jamal Charlo thing. He said he's not even going to offer Jamal Charlo a contract anymore after Jamal Charlo looked like he avoided the first contract, or whatever it was, or whatever the story was. Oscar De La Hoya seemed to hold grudges. So Callum Smith turned down the fight with Canelo Alvarez, and Canelo Alvarez, I think that the response to Callum Smith is to never have an offer like that again. He'll go up, take on better BF, take on Bivol, something like that. Go down, take on Andre, whatever. Take on Triple G for a third fight before Triple G retires. He has a lot of things he can mess around and do. So that's the issue. He can fight anybody at that point. So that's the issue. Callum Smith turning that down wasn't a good look for Callum Smith in the future. But I think he thought that was the best move for him because of the low offer. He thought it was a low offer. It may have been a good one. Who knows? But I think if Callum Smith believed in the skills, he should take that fight. That's a big stage. Win, lose, or draw. Think about Danny Jacobs. After Danny Jacobs lost against Canelo Alvarez, people kind of still wanted to see Danny Jacobs again. So Callum Smith against Canelo Alvarez, that'd be a good look for Callum Smith, but no. But the thing is, Callum Smith was tailor-made for Canelo Alvarez's style anyway. Kind of tall, long. He's not a Laura, so to speak. And I think Canelo would counter him all night, probably knock him out. So Callum Smith would be taking that risk to look bad against Canelo. And I just think if he was going to take that risk, he wanted a higher offer. Hey, it's his prerogative. It's his bank account. It's his body. He turned it down. Why Charlo's scared? One of them win, they become big time. Scared. I don't know. Have you spoken to him? I don't know if they're scared or not. Let's see. David Benavidez versus Canelo. I got Canelo. Good fight, though. That's a fight I really want to see. Regulator. you feel what I'm saying, Regulator? It's like, why are they scared? I don't read minds. I don't go there. Here's the thing, though. We were talking about ducking. Let me ask you this. You want to pick a scab? Let's pick a scab. Do you guys want to pick a scab? Let's pick a scab for the rest of the night. I mean, this is all hype for a huge fight this weekend anyway. You ready to pick a scab? You want to go? You want to go? I want to go. We can pick a scab right now. There's going to be a lot of arguing after I pick this scab. You ready for it? I think Wilder is going to win because it's personal now. I think they actually like each other. Bring it. Hit the like button. Pick the scab. Let's do it. Who ducked the first time? Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder? Let's pick the scab. Oops. Let's pick the scab. I've been avoiding this, but let's go ahead and do it. Anthony Joshua, Wilder ducked. Who ducked the first time? The scab is AJ. They like each other. You never said that. No. AJ and Deontay Wilder, they said many times they like each other. Wilder. Wait a second. AJ ducked. Definitely. MR, you got to tell me, mister. Tell me, mister. Wilder ducking White too. Hold on. Wait a second. Let's think about this. Why do you feel fake Hearn offer? Hold on. Time out. Why do you guys feel Wilder ducked the first time? Whoever said Wilder ducked the first time, what happened in the contract? What offer should he have taken? What offer should Wilder have taken the first time? Oh, no. RJ Barrett. The second time, Wilder ducked the DAZN deal, and I'm not hearing it. 50-50. Hold on, wait a second. No, that's the second time. The first time, back in 2018, 17. Why did you do this? Hold on. They wanted it. They were offering 80-20. 30, 70, 70, 30. 50 million. Right, the 50 million. Oh, wait a minute. So, wait a minute. Hold on. Time out with the 50 million. Let's agree. Let's take AJ turned down 50 million that he asked. Time out. You're right. You're okay. Let's do this. Let's do this in all right, hold on. Let's do this in sections. Deontay Wilder said that he will offer 50 million. So they said, let's see it. Deontay Wilder offered the 50 million. Facts? Did Deontay Wilder offer the 50 million? He did. Here's the problem. RJ Barrett. Yep, he did. Yeah, no, he did. Come on, y'all. Come on. He did. Okay. But the thing is, Eddie Hearn's issue was that the behind the offer, things weren't definite. Things weren't mapped out in the offer. They didn't map out who's going to be running the show. Is it going to be on Showtime? Is it going to be here? Is it going to be there? Eddie Hearn was afraid that if they sign that, if they take that offer, that Al Heyman would be running the show. That's what happened. They turned down the 50 million because Eddie Hearn didn't want to relinquish the power. Because Eddie Hearn is like, I have the A side, AJ. Okay, you offered 50 million, but I don't want y'all controlling the entire fight. There was no, the stipulations, it wasn't clear. So he denied it. You guys remember that? You remember that? Fanboy and Wilder, what? My rules, you're jumping too quick. You see how I just made you look bad? Kevin Leroy, what's going on with you? Thanks for the super chat. Right, you remember the stipulations were 24 hours to respond. But the thing is, they got the 50 million offer, but it was like, wait a minute. They were like, wait a minute. Where's the fight going to be held? On what network? On this, on that? It was too much left open. They said no. That's why the 50 million was denied. So now let's talk about on the flip side. Hey, now I'm not sure. Do you guys consider that a duck? I don't really consider that a duck. When Deontay Wilder offered the 50 million, it's a fake offer at that point. That's my thing. He offered the 50 million, but the stipulations was unclear. So that's a duck? I don't think that's a duck at that point. Not at that point. Here's where the duck may have been. In the response, one, Eddie Hearn was offering Deontay Wilder less money than they offered Joseph Parker. You remember that? Eddie Hearn was offering less money than they offered Joseph Parker because they offered Joseph Parker a percentage of the pay-per-view. But they didn't offer Deontay Wilder a percentage of the pay-per-view. They were offering him a flat 15 million. You remember that? Yeah, just a flat 15 million. Right? Fine. Guess what? Deontay Wilder took the flat fee. Deontay Wilder took it. They said, we're going to have the fight in the UK. Deontay Wilder took that. Remember that? Deontay Wilder said, I'll take the 15 million flat fee. Jim Brown, okay, but Deontay Wilder took the 15 million. No rematch clause. That was it. All Deontay Wilder wanted was the rematch clause. Remember that, William? Oh, you were there. All Deontay Wilder was because Anthony Joshua had the rematch clause in the contract. Deontay Wilder said, I just want a rematch clause. I'll fight you in the UK. I'll fight you for 15 million. Remember that? Come on, stop capping. That's what happened. And then, no, that's what happened. And then AJ took on Povetkin. And on top of that, Eddie Hearn said, no, you should fight Dillian White first. Remember that? Okay, if Wilder, by not signing with DAZN, then Bud ducking. I think Wilder ducked the DAZN deal. I really did. J Body, Canelo didn't get close to what Mayweather made for the fight, but if Canelo would have won, oh boy, it would have been a payoff, which it still did. Absolutely. Behave. Yo, I think we all know that was the deal. Fake news. Okay, Chris Sheep, what was the real news? Give Chris the floor. What was the real news? That's what happened. It was so convoluted. It was so weird that I never really spoke on it. But I thought that was a dirt move from AJ's team. I really did. And I think that left a bad taste in Deontay Wilder's mouth, which made him duck the $120 million. Wilder was shook. What? Wow. ShowBizz, you talking the wall Wilder fans like Trump supporters, everything fake news. Same thing you saying with the $50 million deal is the same with the DAZN deal. Wilder said DAZN came out and said they dropped the ball with the deal. Yeah, but DAZN said they dropped the ball with the deal, not the deal itself, but the relationship. They said that they should have created a better relationship, not the deal itself. I'm sure you read the article. If you read the article, that's what they said verbatim, that we should have created a stronger relationship with the Wilder team. But the deal itself was solid. AJ disrespected Wilder with offers until he lost. But Wilder was willing to take the offer. He was willing to take it. He just needed a rematch clause. You don't duck a deal? I mean, well, okay, he ducked AJ. I mean, it's just that the deal was, I think he ducked the deal for a personal reason, making him duck AJ. He ducked. He ducked, bro. He ducked. But I'm saying the first time, AJ made it almost impossible for Wilder. I don't think Wilder ducked him the first time. He didn't duck him the first time. Eddie Hearn and them did. It looks like Eddie Hearn made things so difficult for Deontay Wilder to say yes. It feels like an AJ duck the first time. They both ducked each other. I think they're like 1 for 1. Thanos. Wilder took it personally. Wilder took it personally, man. Hey, ShowBizz, the president of DAZN says he messed up the Deontay Wilder deal worth $100 million. Yeah, I just spoke on that. He did not duck AJ. DAZN did not guarantee AJ. AJ is not signed to DAZN. Wilder never ducked. Why would Wilder be scared? I don't know. You know, here's the thing, man. That's why I said the whole ducking terminology is a strange thing. Because look, did Tyson Fury duck the rematch with Deontay Wilder immediately after? Remember when Deontay Wilder was ready for that fight in April and Tyson Fury signed with Bob Arum? Did he duck Deontay Wilder? Right. Obviously he wasn't afraid of Deontay Wilder. He's about to fight him next weekend. He wasn't afraid of him. So how did he duck him? Ducking isn't always you being afraid. Tyson Fury wasn't afraid of him, but he ducked him. He wasn't afraid of him, but he ducked him. He ducked him for the bucks. He ducked him for the bucks. He could have had that fight come April, and he moved out the way. And then he signed with Bob Arum, and then he fought Tom Schwartz, and then he fought Valeen. He's not afraid of Wilder, though. Yeah, it's about money. So that's what I kind of mean. Hold on one second. Oh, and I'm back. Oh, back to ShowBizz. If Wilder wins this Saturday, who is the A side between him and AJ? You hear that great question? That should be 50-50. I think that should be 50-50. If I think I can beat you, give me the small pot. In the great words of ShowBizz, make the fight. Eddie Hearn, make the fight. What is a duck? No bucks. That was facts. That was facts. That's the thing. If you think you can beat him, take the fight. And that's the thing about the first time Deontay Wilder was willing to take the fight with the $15 million, a level of disrespect, fight in the UK. He was willing to do all those things, but he wanted a rematch clause. I think giving him the rematch, giving him the rematch clause, I think that would have worked. Wilder accepted the lower amount and AJ ran. Something like that. The first time I think AJ ducked Wilder. And the second time, the more I just look at it, the second time Wilder ducked AJ. I think it's a personal beef now. It's a personal thing. But who is the A side if Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury? If Deontay Wilder, the funny thing is, if Tyson Fury beats Deontay Wilder, he's the B side. AJ's the A side. But if Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury, I think it's 50-50. Yeah, I think it's 50-50. Hey, ShowBizz, AJ is keeping on, it says 7:30. I think AJ's a bigger name. Man, yo, I think it's 50-50. If Deontay Wilder becomes 11-time defending champion of the WBC title and lineal champion, beating the #1 ranked heavyweight in the world by Ring Magazine, I think at that point it's 50-50. You can't get more two equal heavyweights than AJ being unified and Deontay Wilder being 11-time defending world champion and lineal champion, beating the #1 ranked heavyweight in the world. You can't get more 50-50 than that. If you want to be fair, those two guys are equal at that point. They're equal at that point. I don't think Deontay Wilder would be the A side. Somebody said 50-40. Why do you say AJ is the A side over Fury if Fury beats Wilder? Because Fury hasn't held on to a title. You feel what I'm saying? AJ has done more in the heavyweight division. Tyson Fury beat Klitschko and took the belts, but then didn't defend it. He left for like 2 years, came back, hasn't gotten a belt. If he beats Deontay Wilder, just get a belt. He can't be 50-50 with AJ. That wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't make sense. I mean, he's the lineal champion, but that's not, he's not holding the WBC title. He hasn't held that sanctioned title and defended it for a while. I mean, at that point, you know what I'm saying? I think AJ would be the A side, but if Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury, it's 50-50. Fury has fought the two best. What does that mean? Did he fight the two best? Is Deontay Wilder the best? Man, I don't know about that. I don't know if I don't know about that. Maul tells me he'll address his next bout February 22nd. You hate Fury. Who hate Fury? Who? No, he's not talking to me. Fury is a master boxer. Absolutely. I think Fury is the most skilled heavyweight. I think Usyk can be the most skilled heavyweight. I think he could be. But as of right now, Fury is the most skilled heavyweight. Usyk, I need to see Usyk. He injured elbow. As a heavyweight, though, Usyk has the most tools. But he's not busy right now. So right now, who's busy, who's actually relevant, Tyson Fury is the most skilled heavyweight. Yeah, that elbow seems to be a lingering thing. It's going to affect his power. ShowBizz, do you think needs this win more for their legacy, Wilder or Fury? Fury. Fury needs to win more for his legacy. Fury needs to prove why he's the lineal champion and prove that he couldn't just beat Klitschko. Prove that he's there's a reason why he's the #1 ranked heavyweight. You know, he doesn't have a belt around his waist, a physical belt, so people don't see him as that lineal champion, as a champion at all. So I think Fury has more to prove than Deontay Wilder. I really do. Deontay Wilder had a draw with Fury. He beat Ortiz twice. He defended his title 10 times. Deontay Wilder has proven to be a champion. If you like it or not, he's a champion. Tyson Fury, on the other hand, beating Klitschko, then leaving for 2 years, coming back, having 2 fights, had a draw with Wilder, then fight Tom Schwartz. Who? May the Schwartz be with you. And Otto Wallin. Who? So, I think he has more to prove. Who wins? AJ versus Ortiz, Fury versus Ortiz. Good fights. Good fights. I think Ortiz give both of those guys problem. But here's the thing about AJ. AJ bouncing on his toes, showing that extra wrinkle. We already know he got power out this world. Showing that extra wrinkle, if he sandwiches it, if he puts it together, put all the goods together, sit down on his hooks, sit down on his great right hand he has, on top of bouncing around and showing that mobility, AJ can be the most skilled heavyweight. Facts. If AJ mixes the two, take what he was at the beginning and his great footwork and mobility and being slimmed down a little bit more, what he demonstrated against Andy Ruiz, you put two of those, you put that together, that guy, he can mess around and give Ortiz that work. ShowBizz, the moment Deontay Wilder stepped in the ring with a real champ, he got exposed for 12 rounds. Exposed here, the thing about being exposed is I wasn't shocked. He got exposed for 12 rounds. I'm not sure if anybody was like, huh? His technique stinks. That's not exposed. We knew that. The beautiful thing, and we knew that it was a puncher against a boxer. Think about how bad Tyson Fury made Klitschko look. Tyson Fury exposed Klitschko, right? So Tyson Fury, he's one of those guys that you just look bad against. There's a lot of guys like that. He's 6'9", long reach, and he's slick. Good feints, very high IQ. Good enough power to make you respect him, kind of like how Floyd Mayweather had good enough stinging power to make you just respect him enough. So Tyson Fury, he's a problem. He's a good fighter. He's the #1 ranked heavyweight in the world. Deontay Wilder, his technique stinks. So you want to talk about being exposed? Nobody was shocked. The one thing that was incredible was that Deontay Wilder has power for 12 rounds. That was the incredible thing, that all Deontay Wilder needs to do is touch you, and at any moment he'll knock you out. That was the incredible thing. Big Baby Miller versus Luis Ortiz. Who you got winning that? I give it to Big Baby. I give it to Luis Ortiz. No disrespect to Big Baby, though. But I give it to Luis Ortiz. I really think AJ, the only one could be Wilder. He's a very smart fighter. I think Tyson Fury can beat Wilder. ShowBizz, why won't Fury go get his belts back from AJ? What do you mean? He wants? Have you been listening? Tyson Fury very much desperately wants AJ. He can't go and he can't make the fight happen on his own. I'm not sure if you understand how boxing works, where it takes both parties to make the fight. So you can't, Tyson Fury can't say, hey, you fight me tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. But what Tyson Fury can do is make himself somebody that AJ can't ignore. And so that means he has to beat Wilder. You beat Wilder, get the belt, and then you say, I want AJ. Tyson Fury has already said he wants to fight Wilder than AJ. So I'm not sure what that question was, in the fact that Tyson Fury, he wants to get those belts from AJ. He called out AJ before the first fight with Wilder. No, Tyson Fury, he wants AJ. What's good, ShowBizz? What up with Brick City? What's going on with you, man? Plant versus Benavidez. Yeah, we spoke about that. Bro, these people don't actually follow boxing. Yeah, it's up to us to explain it. No, Fury ducked AJ. I don't know. None of you guys really respect the fact that the man came off his couch at the age of 19 and is a heavyweight champion today. You want to talk about, Wilder? Yeah, that was an amazing feat. Like I said, I compare him a lot to Rocky Marciano for that. ShowBizz, though, I believe Wilder will use his left to stun Fury, then KO him with the right. The thing is, that's easier said than done. It's hard to land a flush shot on Tyson Fury anyway. It's not like Tyson Fury is only defensive. He does those feints, and he hits you with great jabs. He can throw a combination as well. He can counter you just like when he rocked Deontay Wilder in the 12th round. He has a lot of things, a lot of tricks. On top of that, he is offensive enough. So I think it's easier said than done to stun him with the left hand and hit him with the right. And that sounds like a basic idea. Hey, why don't you go up there, use your left hand, then your right one? But I think it's easier said than done. If he could just up and stun him with the left hand and hit him with the right, then he'll do so. But I'm not sure if that's really the thing. There's a lot of things you have to actually employ here. I think he has to leave that jab out there a little long and keep Tyson Fury's head down low enough and catch him with an uppercut. That's what I think. Or he has to feint that left, make him duck, and then throw that right hand a little bit lower. That's what I think he needs to do. He is a boxer. ShowBizz, AJ started boxing at the same age of 18. Yeah, AJ, he started late too. And AJ, his technique doesn't stink, but you saw that AJ was extremely green. He was very green for a long time. If you look at him now against Andy Ruiz, he made a huge jump. And you don't realize, though he was more technically sound than Wilder, he had a lot of things to improve on. That's why AJ got rocked so many times. He had huge flaws, gaping flaws, where a Deontay Wilder can knock AJ through the canvas. So AJ, what he's implemented now in this game, showing that extra wrinkle, saying, hey, look, let me stop being a bodybuilder and shape myself to be a lean boxer. He's learned those things. So, yeah, he started late, too. And you saw it. You saw that he started late. It's not like he looked amazing either. My work tried to book me for the night of that fight. They got me messed up. You ain't lying. ShowBizz, how many fight did Tyson have that year before he fought Wilder? That year? Was it one? I know he had 2 fights before the Wilder fight. But was that the same year? I'm not sure. Was that the same year? ShowBizz on boxing greater than Max on. Wow, thank you so much. That's huge. I have a huge amount of respect for Max. Who cares? G-Man versus Tommy Hearns. Oh, this is what I want to say. Did you guys, how many of you saw my latest video where I spoke on Tyson Fury saying Deontay Wilder, that Klitschko punched harder than Deontay Wilder? How many people saw that? Now, this is what I want to say about that. Oh, that was the same year? Okay, William. Good job, ShowBizz. Only unbiased black champ. That's a shame. That may not be true. There's other ones. There's other ones. all right, so oh God, that just threw me for a loop. Yeah, Klitschko punching, counterpunch is one. Klitschko punching harder than. Think about this. Remember me saying that Deontay Wilder, he knocked out Tyson Fury. He couldn't remember. I was talking to ShowBizz the Kid. ShowBizz the Kid, he's becoming a pretty good boxing analyst. I'm working with him. And we both discussed, well, forget the punch that knocked out Tyson Fury momentarily. How about all the other punches? Maybe all the other punches didn't really hurt that much. And it made me think about Tommy Hearns. Who's a more devastating puncher? Tommy Hearns or Nigel Benn? Who's a more devastating puncher? Tommy Hearns or Nigel Benn? Hearns. Benn. I think Hearns. Jay Cooley, okay. But either way, Hearns had more knockout power than Nigel Benn. But Nigel Benn punches may just hurt more than Hearns. You feel what I'm saying? Nigel Benn, if after fighting Nigel Benn, you may be in more pain fighting Nigel Benn than Hearns. But Hearns will knock you flat out. You feel what I'm saying? Hearns will knock you flat out. But Nigel Benn may be a more painful fight. It may be a more painful night fighting Nigel Benn. You feel what I'm saying? I guess what I'm saying is this. Wilder knockout punch, more devastating than probably anybody's in the history. You feel what I'm saying, Jay Cooley? But if you're going to fight Ernie Shavers, if you're fighting Rocky Marciano, if you're fighting, you feel what I'm saying? Ernie Shavers, Rocky Marciano, any of those boys, you may be in more pain after the fight than fighting Wilder. Look at Ortiz when he got up after that Wilder punch. He was like, dang. He was upset. He got hit, lights out. 10 seconds. Oh my God. He was still ready to go. He wasn't in pain. So maybe Tyson Fury has a point. Klitschko punches are harder. They hurt more. Deontay Wilder's, he'll knock you out. But pain-wise, hurt-wise, when Ali said the hardest puncher I ever faced was Ernie Shavers. Remember, he was like, Ernie Shavers. Maybe that's what he meant. I felt more pain with Ernie Shavers. Punch for punch, throughout the night, Ernie Shavers left me in worse shape after the fight. Best boxing channel by far, unbiased, straight facts, entertaining as well. Thank you so much. Oops. Fury body is where is there to be had. Facts. Those ones that rattle your brain. Brent Jones, you're not lying. If Fury wins, Wilder will be irrelevant and AJ comes into... If Fury wins, Wilder will be irrelevant. Whew. I don't know what's going on with people anymore. So what about the G-Man versus Hearns? Hearns is a better fighter, but that's a good fight. Maybe, that's a good fight. Biz, if I were to put my money on it, I'll put on Hearns. Biz, it's like hitting a punching machine versus a real person. Someone may hit the machine harder, but it doesn't mean they could KO someone as easy due to the lack of speed or angle. Okay, think about what he just said. Then that means Deontay Wilder is a skillful puncher. Right? That means Deontay Wilder is a skillful puncher. Shavers punch harder. Deontay Wilder is a knockout artist, meaning placement, meaning angles, meaning speed, meaning he's learned and developed a skill on how to knock you out. And whoops, perfect timing. Right, Jay Cooley? Clean, exactly, dividing the power between punches. ShowBizz, Fury signed to ESPN after the Wilder fight so that they would think twice before robbing him on the cards again. If that was the case, why does Fury feel that he has to knock out Wilder now? Nah, I don't think that was it. I think Bob Arum had a better plan on how to introduce Fury to the American market. I think Fury was looking to be a star. Bob Arum was the best way to do that. I don't think he signed with him just for that protection over the scorecards. I don't think so. Not that, if that, not that alone. I think also there was that plan. Bob Arum, he is a legend. He's a great. He understands how to make you marketable. Tyson Fury is known by Americans now because of signing with ESPN, signing with Top Rank rather, with Bob Arum. I think Bob Arum put the right plan in place. Tyson Fury understood that. So I think that's what that was. Tyson Fury, he got that money now. I had Fury winning the first one. Me too. I think Fury won the first one. So you're saying Wilder more explosive, Klitschko is heavy-handed. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what Tyson Fury seemed to be saying. Marquez versus Thurman, both prime. That's a hard fight for Thurman. But probably Thurman because of size. That's a hard fight for Thurman. But think about Thurman. Think about him. Think about Thurman in his prime. The one that beat Sean Porter. The one that beat Danny Garcia. The one that beat Danny Garcia was actually injured. Could be Thurman. It could be Thurman. I think I'll probably put my money on a prime Thurman. Probably ShowBizz. Kick out. Oh yeah. What happened, man? What happened, man? Mike versus Haney. Who I actually got Mikey Garcia. I know more of Mikey. Devin Haney. I like him, but I think he's a big green. I want to see Devin Haney against Luke Campbell first. Brent, what? Oops. Up off. You don't like Tyson Fury going to Crunk? What? No. Sugar Hill, baby. Sugar Hill, baby, boy. Brent, are we going to disagree? Brent, why you say that? Brent. Hold on. Oops. Brent. You don't, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Am I the only one that, who else doesn't like that coach change? It doesn't fit. Regulator. Hold on, dog. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Time. You go in your corner. Go in the neutral corner. Time. Hold on. Wait a second. Didn't Tyson Fury start off in a Crunk gym? Been here for almost 2 years. Still never get my questions answered. My bad. ShowBizz, do you think is the most underrated fighter of all? Who do you think is the most underrated fighter of all time? Underrated? Dude, that's a tall order. Maybe Sugar Ray Robinson. Because I keep hearing people say Floyd Mayweather's the greatest of all time. Manny Pacquiao's the greatest of all time. Henry Armstrong. Let's see. What? Agreed. Does not fit. Sugar Hill, baby. Wait a second. Hold on. I thought Tyson Fury started out with Crunk. Didn't he? Am I asleep? He did. What? So what are y'all talking? Oh no, Thanos. Murderers Row fight. Yeah, Murderers Row, all of them. Barney Ross, all those guys that people are forgetting about. Yeah, Harry Greb, all those guys people are forgetting about. Those guys. Sugar Hill, no Stewart. Brooklyn, what's going on? Yeah, Brent, where are you? He was with Crunk before. That's what I'm saying. ShowBizz, do you still pay a lot for pay-per-view? Yeah, I do. But I do it for my people. Errol versus Bud, who you got? Sam Langford, another one. And Errol, Tony Zell, another one. ShowBizz, I feel like Fury's dad didn't like Ben Davison. Yeah, they had issues. There was beef between the post and the point, man. Thing about Sam Langford is, you know, wow. Well, he did incredible things, man. He did some incredible things. You know, you have guys like Jack Dempsey, like Rocky Marciano, but Archie Moore can easily be the GOAT. But no one mentions Archie Moore, Barney Ross, Joe Gans. But Archie Moore, that's a guy that's like, Archie Moore, people need to step their game up on him. ShowBizz, do you look at the AJ Wilder matchup different now that AJ can stick and move a lot better? I do. I think I look at it so differently now that I don't know. I can easily favor AJ in that fight. But Deontay Wilder is getting better. These boys are getting better. Both of them were just super green. So it's a race. But I think technically AJ was always ahead of Wilder. And I think people bring up, the old mongoose. I think people bring up Deontay Wilder's power as if AJ doesn't have significant power of his own. Oh, here comes Brent. Here's Brent, everybody. He's better boxing on the outside, not trying to knock out a knockout artist. It's going to make it dangerous for him. 100. Brent, I feel you, but I am one who believes. How many of you believe as I? He did the very best he can do doing that style the first fight. He was at a high pitch, the very best he can do, and still got knocked down twice. Tyson Fury doing that again is sleep. He is sleep. Dog. He is dog. If he does that again, he is sleep. Because I think Deontay Wilder got that all. I think the 12th round, he said, you know what? I know exactly what to do the second fight. Run that right back. He wanted to run that right back. Dude, he knows exactly what to do against that. He's like, look, Tyson Fury wasn't really a threat all fight. He outboxed him. He outslicked him. He made him look like a straight child, but he wasn't a threat. I think Deontay Wilder, I think Mark Brealey and them are like, he wasn't a threat, bro. Walk him down, put his head where you want it, and man, and turn your hips, turn your waist, turn your wrists, and just bam, and knock him out. I think Tyson Fury can't do that again. I think he can't do it again. You have to counter Wilder's right hand to lay into him. Man, Haney versus lightweight Pacquiao. Man, Pacquiao just a problem, bro. To throw Haney up against legends right now, as green as he is, he hasn't fought a B-level fighter yet. I mean, I think Haney is a fantastic talent, but to throw him up against legends and stuff like that now, I think it's just Thanos Cup versus Santa Boot. I got Santa Boot all day. Fury better change. He better change. Oops. Have you heard any updates on Errol Spence from sources, bro? My sources are like, dude, my sources. Hey, sources, if you are in this chat, hit a brother up, man. My sources were busy, like busy. Them was crickets. Yeah. My sources talk to me about random stuff now. Like, we've been talking about what's on TV. It's like, wait a minute, man. What's going on in the box? Sources hit me up like, hey, ShowBizz, how things going? Good, man. What you got? Man, just, how are you? Like, no. No. You're sitting right there. I just saw you in the back with Bud Crawford. What was that conversation on? Oh my God. Ugh. Old man Foreman, 10-year layoff versus Wilder. Who you got, Foreman, bro? Fury. Wilder isn't, dog. Foreman is top 5 heavyweight of all time in my book. Like, Wilder, you don't put, there's a thing I have going on where you don't put Wilder up against guys like that. I mean, I think he'll be one of the guys Foreman knocked out. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, Regulator. Oh, Regulator sent me a video that everybody got to watch this video. It was all about Foreman. Yeah, I forgot who did it. If you could send the link, that'd be cool, Regulator. Because yeah, it's not even it. Yeah, he destroys Wilder, man. Like, ShowBizz, do you see Wilder opening up the cut Fury? Yes, I do. Very much. I don't. Shannon Briggs. I heard Shannon Briggs like a month ago. Did Shannon Briggs say something like, "What's up, champ?" Like, what? Let's go, champ. I think he said something like, I think he said the scar was from here to here. How that scar doesn't bust right open is beyond me. He had a point. How that scar after 2 punches don't bust right open is beyond me. I'm sorry. That scar tissue is this thick, is this deep, and this thick. Man, maybe they get close and one of those braids cut it or something. Like, I don't think it even takes a solid punch. That's going to be busted open. I really believe that. I really do. Triple G versus De La Hoya, both prime. Middleweight, Triple G is too big. Emmanuel Augustus, people forget about him. Justin, I don't know why. He had that very awkward hop around. But he wasn't a great fighter. He gave Floyd some trouble because he was so awkward and, doing all that stuff he was on. But he was all right, but, he wasn't a great fighter. He was all right, though. Norton versus Wilder, bro. Again, well, Norton had issues with punchers. Foreman knocked him into the 5th row. Ernie Shavers knocked his face so crooked, he would look like the Elephant Man, bro. No diss, no hate towards the Elephant Man. Maybe too soon. But, so against punchers, I think he had an issue. Wilder probably beat him. Now that I think about it, Wilder busts the cut open. It's a wrap for Fury. Yeah, blood be dripping in the side and stuff like that. But Fury may turn up and become a slugger then, and it may be difficult for Wilder. Prime Mike versus Prime ShowBizz. I got ShowBizz, bro, all day long. I got ShowBizz being dribbled off the canvas. Biz, you hear Fury say he didn't have any of his sparring partners hit him in the head. I didn't hear him say that, but that makes sense. Don't rattle me before the fight. And I think people need to look at how they approach their sparring. So many deaths in the ring this year. Sparring may have a lot to do with it. Adrian, thank you so much for the super chat. Brent Jones, look at how Fury fought Klitschko. I'm telling you, he doesn't need to try to change how he's always fought. He changed. He's going to get Fury KO'd fast. You know what, Brent? Brent is such an intelligent human being when it comes to breaking down fights. We have to agree to disagree, Brent, but I feel you. I can't say that's not a solid analysis. Solid, bro. Prince Nassim versus Inoue. That's a tough fight for Inoue because Prince, thanks for the super chat. Prince, he punched harder than people knew. His accuracy was dead ass. His awkwardness, for somebody tight like Inoue. But see, Inoue, You got to think about that Barrera fight, like. But Nazim, that's tough for Inoue. That's tough. That's tough for Inoue. Lennox Lewis would beat everyone right now. Yeah, I agree. After analyzing Fury recent fight, he's no longer an invincible target. He got hit with like a bowl, and he had to survive. If it wasn't for that, he was gonna make Otto Wallin. He beat him one-sidedly. He just got a crazy cut, and him surviving that was more of a plus from Fury, in my opinion, than him looking bad. He got busted up with an elbow or something like, yo, the way he survived that and dominated. I give Fury more love than actually. I'm not sure if people really watched the fight close enough or something. Ryan Garcia beats Loma. Vincent. Yeah, he adapted. I give Fury love. Ray Mercer versus Ron Lau. Boy, now you're talking. Now you're talking. I'll watch that every day of the week. Twice on Sunday. Ugas versus Garcia. I got Garcia. You talking about Danny Garcia? I got Garcia. Jay Cooley, stop it. Who the hell said Ryan beat Jay Cooley? Don't even pay attention. ShowBizz, do you think Andre could outslick Canelo if they fought? I do. I think Andre. See, hold on. I don't want to sound like I speak from both sides of my mouth. There was a time when I said Billy Joe Saunders can give Canelo Alvarez issues. And now I'm looking at it like, no, I don't think so. So, right now, I'm thinking Andre can give him issues. But if they were to make the fight, I may be like, dog, Canelo's going to knock him out. I think Andre, yes, I think his slickness, his patience, I think he can pose a problem for Canelo. I do. But Canelo he's also hyper developed different sides of his game too. Canelo is now Canelo is a slick fighter. Now he's slick. He can mess around and bait Andre. Or he can press forward. This is a guy taking punches from Triple G, taking punches from Kovalev. He can press forward and maybe rock and hurt Andre. Andre hasn't fought anybody like Canelo. Canelo fought Lara. You know what I'm saying? He fought Floyd Mayweather. You feel what I'm saying? So, Andre can pose a problem, but I give Canelo Alvarez the nod. I give him the edge in that fight. Have you seen Conor Biz? Yeah, I have. Oh, somebody is sending me a whole bunch of... Black Sun is crazy. Roy versus Hagler, 168. I've said many times, man, that's one of the toughest fights I can possibly... I'm barely saying Roy Jones by points. Split decision. Tough fight. Okay, ShowBizz. I think we're going off the rails a little. ShowBizz, what are the odds that Fury is bluffing on wanting to go for the KO for this fight? I think the odds are great, but I think Deontay Wilder's silence. I think Deontay Wilder's silence is making things uncomfortable. Deontay Wilder isn't reactive to any of Tyson Fury's antics or words or his interviews. It's almost like Deontay Wilder has put the earmuffs on and he's focused. And that's dangerous. So I think Tyson Fury is saying those things, but Deontay Wilder is ignoring it. And I think it's bouncing off of Deontay Wilder. So I think Tyson Fury is trying to trigger Deontay Wilder and beat him before the contest, which that's a Ali move. But I'm not sure if it's affecting Deontay Wilder. I think he's so focused. He's so quiet. So, man. So, look, thank you guys for coming out. It was a great live stream. Now we're talking about fantasy fights a lot. Now, those things I definitely want to talk about come February 22nd. You guys know our live streams be lit. Come by for the live stream February 22nd. I will be handing out the Deontay Wilder glove. I will be picking a lucky winner for the prize. But here's the thing: there will be many more giveaways. It's not your last time to win. Like I said, I just think it's a fun thing, make our community very fun. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are the best. ShowBizz the Adult. I'm out. Huh.